Hey everyone, Dr. Jones. So with the Super Bowl upcoming, I wanted to give some of my input and kind of where I'm going with predictions on the Super Bowl, or at least my hopes. But I'm going to tie it into allergy and immunology. Of course I have to, that's what I do. So there is a condition that many of you may not even be aware of that I treat. It's an uncommon condition called hereditary angioedema. It's abbreviated HAE. Now, this is a potentially life-threatening and also unpredictable condition where people swell. They unpredictably swell. They can swell in the eyes, the throat, the lips, the hands, the abdomen. It can be very debilitating and very painful. It's horrible. And the other thing is these patients will go often 10 years before they're diagnosed. During that 10 years, what happens is they swell. They go to the ER. The ER docs follow an algorithm. They, treat them as though they have an allergic reaction. So typically they'll get epinephrine, they'll get, steroids, they'll get antihistamines, and none of it works. And then, the patients are still scared and they're fearing, and now they're doubting the medical system. And, because now they're being labeled as food allergic, they're being labeled as having lupus or autoimmune disease by people that probably can't even pronounce autoimmune. Or they're drug seeking. That's the other one that they're often labeled as, is drug seeking. But, they kind of live this. And it's something that I diagnose and treat. And it's something I'm very passionate about because my heart goes out to these patients and the struggles that they have. And so we're able to help take care of them. Well, the issue, now what does this have to do with the Super Bowl? Now, the issue with these patients is they have a dysfunctional protein. That protein is called C1 inhibitor. You don't need to memorize that one. But because that thing is dysfunctional, what it does is it leads to an unregulated and mass production kind of a protein called bradykinin. Now, bradykinin, this protein, when it interacts with the blood vessels, it causes them to dilate, fluid rushes out, and these patients swell. So the moral of the story, too much Brady is a bad thing. Too much bradykinin can lead to abdominal swelling, facial disfiguration, all kinds of problems, potentially life-threatening. Well, we don't want any of that in anybody. I want bradykinin, I want it shut down. I want to stamp it out. I want to kick it. Okay? So that's what I do in my job. We try to do every measure we can to control bradykinin, to keep it, at lower levels so people can live a more normal, happy, healthier life. And I believe that if the Chiefs can keep Brady intact, can keep him in check, can keep low levels of Brady going on, all of us will have less indigestion, we'll have less stomach aches, we'll have less swelling, and we'll have less facial disfiguration. And I'll be really happy about that. So go Patrick Mahomes, go Chiefs, go Andy Reid. Let's shut down the Bucs. Leave your comments below if you want to tell me who you're rooting for. Take care.